Hello, Monday Night Yoga and DeForest. I'm Kris, and how's everybody doing? I'm gonna give you guys a little exercise to do a check-in that can really help with anxiety for those of you that are experiencing really high levels of anxiety right now. I know a lot of people are. So I'll talk about that, and then I'll make sure that there's a link in the video description. But first, I wanted to just say today, yoga will be about 45 minutes long. I actually put together some music that I'm going to be doing the yoga to, and it's all songwriting friends of mine and some of my own stuff, just because you can't use copyrighted music in videos that other people are going to have access to unless you pay and get permission. So my friends are not going to make me pay them to use their songs. So I'm going to give that a try today and see how it comes through in the video. Hopefully you'll be able to hear a little bit of the music in the background. And it's really important for me to have music when I'm doing yoga. It's one of the critical things for me because I am so musical and my body just responds really well to music. And so I find if I'm doing yoga without music, I'm not as relaxed, I'm not as in my body. So that's something for you to kind of explore on your own as you're practicing a lot of yoga at home. What works best for you? Let me just give you this exercise really quick so that it's just another tool in your tool belt. The book I've mentioned before is called Focusing, and so I'll show you what it looks like so that you can take a turn doing that at home for yourself. It's basically a process of getting in tune with yourself as you are without judgment in any given moment. So you can do it at any time. Just to sort of be present with yourself. So what you do is you close your eyes and you just put your attention internally on whatever's grabbing your attention. For me, and for the last couple of weeks, I've been feeling a lot of restriction and tension in my throat. That's where the stress is conglomerating for me. So when I'm closing my eyes right now and I'm tuning in, taking a deep breath, and just kind of asking myself, what needs my attention right now? So what's coming up is I'm just feeling a little bit of tension and tingling in this part of my body. So then I would focus on that. And just as if you're observing a sunset or as if you're observing clouds in the sky, just without judgment, just saying hello to that area of attention. Is there anything I need to know about this? Sometimes you might get images or the sensation might shift or change, and you just kind of watch it. You watch it as you would watch clouds in the sky without judgment and just remain curious. And you can do that that's it, basically. That's like the first few steps of getting to know what's happening in your own body at any given time, because so many of us are having so many different emotions right now, and it can all feel like it's all lumping together into one big clump of anxiety. And so this can help piece apart, I feel tension in my throat. I feel like I want my shoulders to be up here. I feel restriction in my diaphragm. And as you start to tune inward and start to piece out what are the separate individual things that are happening in your body, there might be specific emotions or memories related to each of those things, and you can start to really be there for yourself in a way that can help unwind some of those tensions. So that's just another tool for you. I'll write a description in the video, and I'll put on my website too, krisadams.com. There's a couple of useful things up there, krisadams.com. I really miss seeing everyone's faces, obviously feeling the energy in the room. I'm devastated that we don't get to see each other and connect in that way. Yoga, being in the room with other people doing yoga is really important to me, and I really feel the loss of that. So just know that I'm with you. My heart is with you. And let's do some yoga. Remember, this time is for you, so do it in a way that works for you. Like I said last time, if your yoga looks like you crying on your mat for 45 minutes, fantastic. If your yoga looks like down dog, warrior two, and nothing else, that's great. I did not put a sequence together today. I am going to improvise based on what is needed in the moment, what my body needs in the moment, and I'm tuning into your bodies too through time and space. So that is what I encourage you to do as well. Tune into your body, let it guide you while you're on your mat as to what it needs. Let it be the leader. And so then your mind can sort of be the caboose. All right, I'm gonna turn on the music. Hopefully I have the volume adjusted correctly so that you can sort of hear a little bit of the music, but also hear what I'm telling you to do. If not, mute me and you'll be able to just see what I'm doing. I'm sending you guys love. So please, find your mat. Take a comfortable seat. Start to come into your body. Coming into the room, dropping into your space. You are nowhere else but on your mat. And you are nowhere else but in your body. Just feeling your breath like waves coming in and waves going out. Place one hand over your lower belly and send your breath down to your hand when you inhale. And then let it all go. And take a few normal breaths. And then send that breath down to your hand again, really low in your belly. Big deep breath and let it go. Take a few more normal, regular breaths. And then we're going to do that deep belly breath one more time. On your next inhale, send your breath all the way down to under your navel. And then let it all go. So there's a cleansing breath called breath of fire that you may have heard before. We're going to do a slower variation of that. And what it is you're going to be breathing in and out of your nose quickly, pushing your abs in to exhale the air rapidly. So it looks like, breath of fire looks like this. It's a very quick in and out. We're gonna do half that pace, and it's just cleansing. It cleanses your body, it cleanses your energy field. So it's a quick exhale through your nose, and a quick inhale. Kapulabhati. So you can put your hand over your belly and exhale the air out forcefully. And that sort of gives you an idea of what it's going to be feeling like. and relax. If you start to feel lightheaded at all, just stop and breathe normally. So we're going to do that breath again, but this time, before we do it, we're going to let our arms float up on our inhale. So on your next inhale, let your arms float up. And when you exhale, go into that breath, exhaling quickly through the nose, forcefully, pulling the abs in. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale and let your arms float down on your exhale. And then just take a few more deep breaths before we start to move. Dropping one ear to one shoulder. Extending the pinkies out if you want a little, or the fingers out if you want a little more. And then back to center and to the other side. Back to center, and then lifting the gaze and gently letting the stretch come to the front of the neck. And letting the chin drop. Lifting the shoulders up to the ears a couple times. Hold them up here. Let yourself hold this tension in, maybe even make fists. Squinch your face. Make everything tight from your belly button up. Hold your breath, and then let everything go. One more time, chin to the chest. And then lift the gaze. And then getting a little more movement with that. So when you drop the chin, round the back. And then open up when you lift the gaze. Inhale, eyes look up. Exhale, round the back. Coming back to center and starting to make your way to all fours. Letting the belly sink, lifting the gaze just like we did seated. And then rounding the back. Moving through cat-cow. Inhaling as you lift up the gaze. Exhaling as you round the back. See if you can exhale every last drop of air. And now is a really good time to be making sounds like this. When you exhale, it helps get rid of some heat, helps get rid of stress and tension to make that very yoga sounding. Begin to add some circular movements into your cat-cows, some barrel rolls and some spontaneous organic movement, what your body feels like it wants to do.
Live off the air, search for that voice, but the singer's not there.
This is when you start to tune into your body and ask it how it wants to move.
All I get is that fuzz, trying too hard to
Some
bring
options,
it
you
back.
can walk one hand over to the opposite side of the mat and pull back to get a nice body stretch on your side.
From the sky to my eye, from your head to my head. Driving the back roads, or walking real slow.
You can extend one leg back
Past that station.
cross it over your other leg for a side stretch.
So I give up the ghost and I stare at my lawn.
Take another few breaths
Turn off the power
just with your
that's when it
intuitive
turns.
organic movement, and then come back to
When I
neutral.
close my eyes, music starts to blare. Those invisible towers are everywhere.
From a flat back, extend your
I can
right
just
leg
lay
back,
on the
flat,
private
and left arm extended out.
bed. Sky to my eyes,
Keeping the
your
navel
head
drawn in. Keeping the elbows soft so you're not locking out your elbows.
Walking real slow. My mind finds that station, Indiana radio.
Then go ahead and lower both. Switch sides. If you need to just keep your leg up or just your arm, that's always a good option. If having both feels like too much.
I remember sitting in your car.
Go ahead and lower that down. Push back to child's pose.
And we kept our voices low, so we could hear the corn grow. Darkness and wind.
Keeping that forehead resting on the mat or on your stacked fists is very soothing to the nervous system. It gives your nervous system the message that all is well. It's okay to relax.
Some folks loved off the crushes, we never did. Felt like forever, but we
Coming back to all fours.
out of the
I'm going to switch positions for this so you can see.
vertical car.
From all fours, you're going to extend your left leg out to the side off your mat. And then just push the hips back a little bit so you feel that stretch on your inner thigh. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back.
Sit in my car.
To your own breath, at your own
Windows
pace.
down and alone. I feel the wind through the field. Indiana radio. Indiana radio.
And the next time that you're in the forward position, walk your hands off to the side. For a side plank with your knee on the ground. Really feeling the stretch from the tip of your toes across the entire side body, each rib lifting off the rib underneath it. Sending your breath into the side body. And then go ahead and walk back to all fours and switch sides. Other leg goes out. Pausing here to feel that stretch. And then sending the hips back. Inhale forward. Exhale back.
She'd be so inclined to give the stranger a piece of her time. Flattered smiles a welcome sign, but flattery won't change her mind. She's taken, heartbreaking.
The next time that you come forward, walk your hands off to the side for a full side body stretch, modified plank, side plank. Again, stretching from your toes all the way to the tips of your fingers. How much space can you create on this side of your body? Sending your breath right here onto the side of your ribs.
By another man. Basking in the sight of her, I'm lost in the delight of her. I'm taken.
Back to all fours.
I'd be taking chances with
Just for a moment, sit back onto your feet and let your toes flip under.
and I think of her and fall
And then push your bottom back. This is called broken toe pose. It'll stretch out the bottoms of your feet. Just gently adding a little pressure. You're gonna feel this. That's why it's called broken toe pose. So just enough weight so that you can feel that stretch on the bottom of your feet. And then roll out your ankles a little bit. And from here, inhale up. Exhale, tee the arms, lift the heart. Let your booty drop down onto your heels, and then swoop the arms up. Exhale, the arms open. Let yourself sit again. Do that again. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Keep doing that. Sometimes we do this standing, but we're doing it kneeling.
I've got places I should be.
This is a place you can add a little sideward movement, a little bit of dancing to this if you want. I like that motion. Up on one side, down on the other.
Let's be alone.
And then reverse.
I could make you laugh. Run around naked in an apron, maybe cook you up some hash. I got places I should be. 2,000 things to do. None of it's important if
Find yourself seated on your heels, booty on your heels again. And then come to all fours and push back to down dog.
run around as if I'm drunk, but I'm not. Just sort of in a daze. See your face
Pedal out the feet.
just a little.
This feels so effing good.
And when call is finally calling, might be just a little, well, you know, falling a little bit. Do you know?
From here,
Oh,
bend your knees so that they're hovering
well, you know,
just a little bit off the mat, and then exhale back to down dog.
might be just a little.
So let your knees drop, keep the belly engaged, and then push back up. You will feel your quads working doing this move, building a little heat.
And the nighttime too. Do you know? I might be just a
One more time.
falling.
Bend the knees, and then back to down dog. Look at your hands, and walk your feet up to your hands for a forward fold.
In love with you.
Release the neck and head here. Shake the head, yes and no. Maybe sway side to side a little bit. And then inhale halfway. Exhale, let it go.
Here I see Pearl Harbor. Here I see the bay.
Inhale, come all the way up.
Texas much with salty
Hands to heart center.
My boots are caked with red.
Check in with your bod.
Looking out this far.
Inhale, swoop the arms up. Grab onto your left wrist.
Wind is at
Put your left foot behind your right for a side stretch. Again, sending your breath to the open side of your body. And trying not to crunch, but instead it's as if someone's lifting your entire rib cage up and off your hips. Back to center, switch sides. We store grief in our lungs.
Not question how.
So as you're doing these side stretches, if you start to feel tears come up, let them out.
And I'll sit you down.
Get all that stuff out.
In my bag I
Back
have
to
a
center.
razor.
Bend the knees for chair pose.
And in
As
my
if you're
pocket
sitting down.
I have keys.
Don't let your knees come out over your toes. Keep them nice and far back.
Hotel rooms,
Belly
I don't
engaged.
have it anywhere but my memory. And I'm looking out
And release
on
that.
the
Scoop the arms
ocean.
up. Take a giant step back with your right leg for warrior two.
But a lifetime's passed to new beginnings. He's taking a chance that you've been saved.
If you can do one thing here,
Bags are packed with
pick one
bad
thing.
ideas.
Maybe it's dropping the shoulders.
But all that
Maybe it's drawing the navel in.
now.
Maybe it's spreading your fingers and
Body
toes.
in my hands.
Maybe it's sending your tailbone down.
Safe.
If your butt's sticking out, send it down. Pick one thing. Maybe it's opening up your ribs with your breath. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms up, exhale back to warrior two. Do that again, to your breath.
Long ago we lost Atlantis. Years ago we lost the war. Days ago when we lost Barbara, felt the love.
This time when your hands are up, turn all 10 toes to the side of your mat
But now we see a different
and exhale
landscape.
all the way down for a wide-legged forward fold.
From this different point of view, and when I call your name within me, even
Place a
when
little
I
pressure
sleep,
on your
I know
hands
that
under your
I
shoulders
will.
and play with letting your body weight drift into your hands.
And I know that we are safe by the time we touch the ground. No, put your body in my hand.
Back to forward fold.
Put your
Walk your
body
hands
in
over to your
my
left foot.
hands. Put your body
Walk
in
your hands
mine.
over to your right foot.
Sit you down safe now.
Back to center. Halfway lift, flat back, bend the knees, and roll all the way up. Hands overhead again. Let your feet come so that your toes are pointed out a little bit and come into goddess. We're gonna hold this for a moment. I'm gonna adjust the volume here. Anytime we do goddess, it's an invitation to dance. If you want more, lift your heels up.
Likes to walk his dog at the end of the day by the edge of the dam. Hydropower roars.
My
People
prenatal
snore
yoga
and
teacher
sound
training,
soar.
whenever she would do goddess, sometimes she would do jazzercise,
Life is like that they say.
like this.
Mr. Callahan.
So do that,
has a secret
if it
plan.
makes you laugh.
His own man in a couple of years. Gonna quit that job and buy that hog.
10 more
Put his wife on
seconds.
the back, sidecar for the dog. On his red hot
And then
hog.
straighten the knees
It's
up.
a big plan.
Go ahead, warrior two on the other side.
And when his mind's
Pick
made
one
up,
thing.
that's that.
Shoulders,
But he
navel,
doesn't know it's
spread fingers and
his way.
toes.
And he won't confess to that. But he changed it all for her at the drop of a hat.
This does not have to be a still pose either. If you feel like moving, please do.
Mrs. Callahan never speaks her
Inhale the
mind.
arms
Keeps
up.
things inside.
Exhale.
She's thinking all day about the new one at
Inhale,
home
straighten the
that she
front
saw
leg
on
to
TV.
your
That
own
was
breath.
so fixed up.
Inhale up. Exhale down.
And it was really fixed up. And it's a big van for such a small clan. And she hardly ever gets away. Still, it's something that she really
The next
wants.
time your hands are up, Sorry, my battery was running low.
and landed right in his lap. And their lives changed just like that.
Lower that hand down and switch sides.
At the drop of a hat. See the Callahan's.
And then lower that side down.
The new motorhome, scooter title.
Hang low.
Running down that road, life can be so sweet when the one that you love.
Inhale, halfway lift.
Compete.
Bend the knees, roll all the way up.
It's a big world.
Inhale the arms up.
They've got no.
Exhale the goddess.
They just live life every day.
Lift one heel, then the other.
And they travel anywhere they want. And they don't care where they're at.
You can make arrow arms here if you're feeling fierce.
All behind at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. Yeah. Drop of a
Inhale
hat.
the arms up, straighten the knees.
At the drop of a hat.
Exhale just the arms down. Walk toe heel together.
At the
From
drop of
here,
a hat.
check in with your body. Go ahead and turn to face the top of your mat. Walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Exhale down. Step back to plank. From here, we're gonna hold for about a minute. You are welcome to do forearm plank.
I woke up with the lights shining bright in my eyes, and to my surprise, I was
Always welcome to put your knees down if you want to put your knees down.
but now I'm back, living it straight.
This is hard.
I'm railing on the light,
10 more seconds.
on the freight on that freight train.
Go ahead and lower all the way down. Spread the fingers wide for spontaneous cobra. Lower all the way down. Bend the knees. Grab the feet if you can. And push your feet into your palms or your fingers for just a gentle lift. Full pulse.
My baby rides on a mystery train.
And then lower that down. Windshield wipers. The feet back and forth.
Got my baby gone. I cried,
Push back to down dog.
baby, 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 so long. Baby, so long.
Look at your hands. Walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale the arms up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. This time, open up your plank to one side. Option is always to put your knee down. If you want a little more, you can always lift the top leg up. That's not my game, I'm not doing that. This is about my level today, that feels good. And it might be different side to side. Back to plank and switch sides.
When she rolled on down the track with my baby, a baby waving goodbye. I cried, don't cry, baby.
Back to plank, lower all the way down onto your belly.
Oh, my
Spread the arms wide, spontaneous cobra.
freight train,
Keep the navel pulled in so you don't hurt your lower back.
there goes my heart.
Lower down to the ground. Grab onto those ankles. If this is not working for you, go ahead and just do a Superman to strengthen the entire back body. gently pushing the ankles into the fingers. And then drop everything down. Push back to child's pose. Come on back to all fours. Sit back onto your heels. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Goalpost the arms. Inhale the arms up. Sit back down. The next one that we're going to do, we're going to do this again. I want you to think about drawing the navel in, lifting your heart up to the sky, and leaning back, opening up, only to the point where you feel like you're at your edge, and just a little past your edge, but you don't want any pain in your lower back. So we're gonna try that. Inhale up, goalpost the arms. It's as if you're growing taller. And then lower back down. Give yourself a hug, or alternatively, open up, switch sides, give yourself a hug, or alternatively, inhale the arms up, push back to child's pose. Back to all fours, push back to down dog. Kick the right leg up in the air and open up the hips, stacking one on top of the other. Give the ankle a few circles here. Square the hips. Bring that knee into your right elbow. Send it back. This time, plant your foot between your hands, put your left palm on the ground, and send your right up to the sky. Put your palm back down, send your foot back for plank. From here, walk your feet up to your hands, forward fold, inhale halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Step back to plank. Lower all the way down. Back bend of your choice. Lower down. Back to down dog. This time, kick your left leg up in the air. Open up the hips, stacking one on top of the other.
We say we're someone old now.
Square the hips. Let your left knee kiss your left elbow. Send it back.
Sure it seems
This time, plant your foot between your palms. Plant your right hand on the ground, send the left to the sky. Drop the knees. Push back to child's pose.
It's almost like it's never been. It's time to move. Begin again. I know it's never.
Inhale back to all fours. Push back to down dog. Lift the right leg up. Stack the hips. One on top of the other. And if you want to flip your dog, flip your dog. Open up your heart, send it to the sky. Feel how strong you are. Bring it back around. Plant your foot between your hands. This time keep your knee off the ground. Come all the way up. Crescent lunge. We'll post the arms. Inhale. Drop your hands back down. Back to plank. Lower all the way to the ground. Spontaneous cobra or back bend of your choice. And then push back to down dog. Send your left leg up. Stack the hips. If you want to go for flipping your dog, do it gentle and slow. Coming back. Plant your left foot between your palms. Come on up to crescent lunge. We'll post the arms. Inhale the arms up. Lower everything down. Left foot comes back to meet your right. Lower all the way to your belly. Back bend of your choice. Meeting in child's pose. Take your time in child's pose, catching your breath. And then make your way to a seat. When you have found your seat, fold one leg in, swoop, let's see, you guys are opposite me. So extend your right leg out, swoop your left arm up. First, looking up at the ceiling, and then turning to face your leg. Letting your chin drop. Coming back up, switching sides. Sweep that arm up and over.
Time's only just begun for us. Now the guy I see.
And turning to face your leg.
The forest for the tree, and it's nice to know. It's good to know.
Come on, back up. Take your knees together and let them drop from side to side. And then make your way to laying down on your back position and tuck the knees in, drawing them into the chest. Rolling side to side. Extend both feet up to the ceiling. Do a couple ankle circles. And then bring your right foot across your left knee for pigeon, ling, recline.
life moves on before your eyes, till you finally realize that's them.
Let your left foot find the ground, but keep your right across your knee, and let everything float over to your left. So you're doing a twist while in that reclined figure four. Bring it back to center. And then extend both legs up.
And hold the night.
Figure four on the other side.
All we have,
You guys keep going.
that's all we need.
I'm getting another low battery message on my phone.
It's all we need. We'll
Drop your right sole of your foot to the ground. Keep your left where it is and let everything float to your right side. Looking off to your left.
In the summer when the sun is sinking down, children playing from the backyard, laughter sounds. Willows sweeping,
Bring everything back to center. Extend everything up. Take this time to either do a bridge or plow pose.
I'll carry you in my heart.
Or happy baby. Pick one of those.
I'll carry you in my heart, in my heart, in my Will you marry me if I wear this crown of flowers? Close your eyes and
then
lay
find your
beside
final
me
pose for rest.
on the ground.
Shavasana.
The softest pillow on earth when it's cooling down. Hear the softest thunder miles and miles from town. I surrender to your smile. I'll give up bad news for now. Rest your head gently in my hand. Watch for fireflies, catch 'em if we can. Start to introduce some movement into your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. And laying over to one side or the other before making your way to a seat. I'm going to close. Take your time getting to your seat, or if you're still in Shavasana and want to stay there, awesome. I'm going to close with a mantra that I have found super helpful. I will include the words in the video notes. So just close your eyes and listen to the vibrations. Om Bhur Bhuvah Svaha. Om Savitur Varenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimati. Dhiyo yo na prachodaya. Om Bhur Bhuvah Svaha. Om Savitur Varenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimati. Dhiyo yo na prachodaya. Om Bhur Bhuvah Svaha. Om Savitur Varenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimati. Dhiyo yo na prachodaya. As always, it is a pleasure. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Be good to yourselves.